yeah, I think when it comes to like diversifying lineups or finding more underground, just like go out. Like there's so much in Cape Town. There's so much online that you can see.
Yeah.
Like it's really not hard. We live in one of the most musically rich countries on the planet. There's like, you know this. There's so much incredible artists coming out like all the fucking time. To say that you don't know who to book or you're booking the same people, you're actually just being lazy. Like there's no excuse for not having incredible artists on a South African festival in South Africa.
I mean, there are the commercial aspects to it. Like, the reason why you see Good Luck and Majosi, and that's like, no shade to Majosi, love him, but like, Short Straw, all these bands are always on the same fucking lineups. And it's because, like, the audience that they want to attend those things, because, they're the kind of people who will pay 200 Rand for a ticket or whatever to see those acts and, and have a good afternoon out and everything. For them, it's almost too risky in their minds. To put on half the acts that you want to put on, which like you used to have like with Oppie Copy. I mean, Rocking the Daisies their lineups are generally pretty good these days, but still can miss some things. But there used to be much more emphasis in the festival scene on that, on putting people onto new music, putting people. Completely. Yeah, like giving them different.
I mean, Christian Tiger School and Battleia, I booked them at Rockin' the Daisies. That was the first festival that I booked him. Like early on in their career, they were like experimental and up and coming artists at the major festivals. And it seems like to me, like most of the lineups I'm seeing from special festivals recently, the lineups look the exact, like the headline is all the exact same from 10 years ago. And I'm like, there's younger people going to this festival. They haven't had the same. They don't have the same music taste like what these bands are playing, but also they don't know who these bands are. So are people coming because of who's playing, or are they just going because of the festival? But yeah, it's been really wild to see, especially in the live space, how many artists are being repeated who are completely like not, I wouldn't say irrelevant. They just haven't been putting out new music. They haven't been building, they haven't been playing. They're like getting booked at these festivals and then like bunkering down into their jobs. Like it's cool to like, I think sprinkle that out. Like obviously it's awesome to have nostalgic acts, and like some of the bands are obviously like they're still really good and they can perform a great show. But
yeah, Desmond and the Tutus are an amazing live act. Like, I've booked them before in that, and like they're consistent. But for me personally, I don't know if I want to watch them again.
Yeah, I think that there's
they're dope dudes, but
so booking some bigger acts and bringing a lot of new artists in, like that's the opportunity you have at a festival. Like Kajanga, who played at Search, that was their first festival gig, and it was honestly
I saw them here in Durban.
Oh
they're
man,
amazing.
They're like hands down one of my favorite bands in the country. Just like
they're easily one of the best at the moment. Like
their live show's insane. They're gonna blow up overseas like so soon.
Oh, definitely.
And that was they obviously been killing it all over the city in like various spaces but this was the largest event they played. And it was incredible to see like a lot of people who I knew didn't know them, who had probably watched Jumping Backslash before and were now watching Kajanga. And that's what I was that's what I kind of try and do.
Oh wait,
I guess.
Was that at 4 a.m?
No. This was the next day. But they were the same person. There were a couple of people that I saw watching JBS and coming to Kajanga for the first time and like coming up to me like, who the hell is this band? And yeah, I don't know. I hope that I'm like, I get so scared every year that I'm like, haven't delivered, and sometimes I don't. Like sometimes I do get it awfully wrong and have booked the wrong person in the wrong slot, or I've just booked like that happens the most. There. I think booking the people in the wrong slot. I mean, that happened at this year's festival as well, and it's really shitty because like it's not. I feel awful. The artist is not happy sometimes, but yeah, this year the kind of feedback that I had, and we put out a feedback form, which I really encourage anyone who's listening, if you've come to the festival and you have thoughts, please like give us your thoughts. It really helps. And we had some of that from the last year, which wasn't one of our best ones. In fact, it was probably the one that we're not the most proud of. So we worked extremely hard to fix a lot of the areas that we had control of. And on the music side, I listened to a lot of feedback because during the festival, I kind of walk around a lot. and chat to people about their feedback. Normally it's friends of mine, so I guess that they're being a little bit biased. But the feedback form really helped because it was completely anonymous. And one of the biggest takeaways was that people wanted variety they wanted more variety in the festival. Because the people come to Search not because they're into music necessarily. A lot of people use that as their newest tradition. They don't want to be in the city. It's a beautiful space where we normally put the event on. And they're just coming out. Music is something that they, kind of discover, or they might know some of the artists. So the difference between, like, I don't know, an artist like Rose Barnaker and Biodive, Terence Pierce, who were playing at the same time. For someone who's into electronic music,
that was Terence's new name.
Biodive, it's his new.
He's been around forever.
Yeah, he's been around. Pop star. He's been pop star with Yannick.
Yeah, what's he playing these days?
Biodive.
He used to be a bit of a housey.
Yeah, he's still Biodive's like really uplifting, kind of euphoric breaks in the house. It's awesome. And Rose Barnaker and Biodive were playing at the same time, and I thought that at the moment. I was like, to someone who's into electronic music, they're going to sound quite different. But if you're not, it's dance, it's club music. It could be the same to you. So largely what I wanted to do at this year's festival was at any moment you had something, not completely the opposite, but a big variety, which I guess that's what a lot of festivals, I guess, aim to do if they have more stages. And this year we were fortunate enough to have a live stage, which is something that we was largely missing last year. So bringing in the live aspect, I think.
I mean, it does bring up your costs quite a bit.
Completely. We had a really good deal with the sound company that we worked on, and I think Spurch is corporate. Like, we sponsor free, so I think that there's a lot of buy-in that we are fortunate enough to have with everyone who's involved, including some of the artists. And we know, like, we're so lucky to have the artists perform at Search, because artists can be making, lots of money on at a corporate gig over New Year's Eve, but are still coming back and wanting to play at the festival. And I think it's, largely because of the vibe feels different when you don't have banners in your face and activations everywhere and a music policy that, like, don't really have anyone pushing me apart, like telling me what to and how to book. And I'm lucky that I have the trust in the team to do that, and people and feedback. And, like, throughout the year, I guess that I chat ideas with everyone in the radio and other DJs. So during the year, I'm kind of plotting and planning on building the lineup.